Good morning everyone and welcome to you in this daily update on Bitcoin, mainly I think today because I will have to be really quick. I think I can't really stay for too long today. Anyways, so hope you're doing very well. Today we have some news at 2:30 UTC. You can see? Yeah, you can see. I'm just gonna maybe do this like that. At 2:30 UTC plus 2, sorry, and 4 PM UTC plus 2. So just be aware of these. Both are moving the market most of the time. Won't be able to trade, I think, today. No, I won't be able to trade that. So yeah, just some news to be aware of. And Bitcoin have got the new all-time high I was waiting for, and as was prepared and ready for this nice short trade plan in the last update, we've got the perfect short trade setup of the highs. Of course, as always, first of all, for me this is a scalp, and then if we turn it into a swing, that's pretty perfect, right? But yeah, really decent trade. We're going to see what we can get basically with this, with the wave. But honestly, again, everything was playing the last update, either a triple wave in the B wave, a bigger correction, either the ABC zigzag is done, and so the big ending is done to the upside. As simple as that, basically. Again, we can still be in a longer. I'm going to cover everything with a wave, basically. But yeah, pretty cool to see that everything was just, yeah, super well respected. We've got a lovely short trade of the highs there. Sadly, it was at night, but I was still awake, as you can see, around 3 AM, because, well, this was pretty important that day. Yeah, so big drop, finding support into, so it was maybe the third or second support we have planned next to the downside here. So bounce at the moment, but I'm not gonna take a long off this. I'm gonna remain patient for the next target for a very simple reason, is that the gap is not filled. Okay, again, we did not fill the gap. We are bouncing from from this, because a lot of people are looking at this, but based on the statistics from what's happened before, even if you get a bounce from here, you still go and take the low here to fill the gap. I mean, I don't know if you can show you some examples here, but let's take this one here. Well, again, this is not crazy, but come on, there you go. Okay, we just go and touch the lower target, right? Here again, look. Okay, we have this one here. My series activated. And we have this really close, the real close there. So again, we bounce from the first target, but overall we go and fill the gap, and even a little bit more, by the way. We still bounce, you know, from the first level here, but this is not a gap close. This is the gap close, basically. And so from here we still go a little bit lower, maybe because the conference was not really here at the time, I don't know. But yeah, so you can see, based on what happened before, okay, we have more chance to go and fill basically everything. Maybe here we can, for example, we have, if we take really this or this, okay, or for example this. Again, yeah, well, this will be the thing, you know, this is not the open of the gap, basically. This was a close. This is the close. So you can see, again, we get a rejection, but we still go and take it. So basically here, that will be the same. Okay, we can bounce here. I'm not taking this trade, simply because overall, from the past, we have more chance to go and take that right here and go fill the gap, basically. So the thing is, now, if we go fill the gap, we can look for the next target around 116,500. Basically, we'll have a weekly negative point of control, a daily is a 61866%, the latest uptrend point of control, the overall range value. I'll also have a lot of levels down there. That's a very big zone of confluence, and if this is broken, this is really not looking good. Of course, we'll have a support down there with a weekly level, but I'm not gonna try to long this, I think, because there is no any confluence down there. We are below every single major support. So yeah, I'm gonna be really careful trying to long, and honestly, if we break this 116,500, it's really more likely going towards 110, even maybe more next. Anyways, let's update the chart here with the levels first of all to find out a few resistance. We have a nice daily around the previous all-time high. I mean, yeah. Where is my keyboard? There you go. Okay, by the way, ATAS. So ATAS, as you know, these streams, the 3 streams are in collaboration with ATAS. Okay, so you can enjoy discounts basically on this, because the thing is, ATAS went paid on August 12th, so on Tuesday, if I'm correct. And so if you want to use this, for example, my workspace, such as, for example, normally again, I hear that from some people, they have at the moment no change at all, so that's perfect. What can I say? But if you've got the change in the tariff, so normally to use this workspace you have to pay because you have too many indicators per chart and everything. You have some volume charts. If you want to enjoy some discounts, well, here is, not gonna stay focused on this for too long, but you can use these 2 promo codes. You just have to sign up basically with my link in the description. Then if you want to pay for a plan, you can use any of these promo codes and just enjoy, basically, as simple as that. Sorry. So yeah, let's start here with a naked session, path control as always. We're gonna just spend a little bit more time as always on these because it's a stream with ATAS. So these these are TPOs basically. You have 4 TPOs here, split basically a day. We have 3 sessions. 1 day is closed. It's just this white one here. So you have the new Asia basically to start with, London, New York, and then it's closed, and then again Asia, London, New York. New York is generally speaking the best. Okay, but you can see sometimes again Asia is pretty cool. London is most of the time not the best at all. You can see pretty small moves, pretty shy. Here it is again, this is trading, it's never 100%, but you can see overall compared to New York, for example, London is a little bit less volatile. So anyways, and so the levels we're interested in are the volume point of control. So let's take this. Normally, by the way, I already added down my chart yet. So we only have the one here below to add. So it is 118,000. There you go. And right now this one is not closed. The Asia. It's still the Asia. Jeez, yeah, we are early today. Not used to that. Anyways, so yeah, still in the Asia session, yeah. Let's go now TPO. So these are TPOs, but with this is a daily TPO basically, so just a full day of data instead of splitting this TPO by 4 by sessions. Basically, you just get 1 full daily TPO, and you have a no daily TPO by the way, because you have this down there. This is not naked and tapped. You can see we tapped the level right after the open of the new daily TPO basically. We have a nice fingerprint adjustable, so this is very nice and well, very important to be aware of that, because the thing is you have the fingerprint adjustable. This is acting like a gap. Okay, so for example, let's do this. So this, for example, I don't know what's the price of that. We're in 475. There you go. So for example here, if we get well, this is a resistance. Okay. If we get acceptance now into the fingerprint, we expect it to be filled, and so to go at least to the top of the fingerprint basically. Sorry, so yeah, just something to bear in mind. The fingerprint just above us, it helps maybe, for example, if we get acceptance above this high, it means that there is more likely no failed auction basically, because we have more chance to go and fill the fingerprint. But yeah, anyway, so there are no levels to update on this, so we can go on the daily naked point of controls, and that will be it next for the levels we have to update for the day. And you can see here, so these are not time volume profile time profiles, sorry, but these are volume profiles. And so well, you have a point of control basically of this volume profile, and if it's untapped next, so naked basically, it gives a naked point of control, daily naked point of control. You can see all these levels are not untapped. This one is untapped after the close. We did not went and touch that level, so we can mark out this on our chart. And I like to check out the TIX 250 and the TIX 1. And by the way, if you want to get this workspace, you can go here into the course section, the course page on the website. Just sign up for free, go into the course page here, scroll all the way down, downloads, ATAS workspace, click it. I just updated the new version, uploaded a new version yesterday to the website. So here we'll have another, daily naked point of control exactly right on this. So I like to do this, the NPOC, and a naked session point of control, because it's the same price, and now we can do just TIX 1. wait for this to load. And by the way, yesterday I had again some big issues with loading times, massive lags really when you've got, you know, the massive drop here basically. I was not even at the computer when this happened. No, I was not here, but I came back like when it was around the low already, when it started to bounce, and I've got like 1 minute delay. I mean, this is just absolutely crazy huge. So normally now I found with the support a way to fix that finally, and so I didn't got any issues since, I mean, after that yesterday. But again, I mean, compared to the volatility we've got, I cannot do it now. But yeah, I didn't got any problem next. So it was basically, you know, when we've got this massive drop here, I've got some massive lags issues here. I've got like 1 minute delay at the low. I mean, this is just not possible, right? When you trade a 10-second chart, you have to be very quick. You can just not trade with a 1 minute delay. And again, this is what it was showing, but I'm sure it was pretty more than this. So yeah, anyways, we've got the fix around there, and since then I didn't got any issues. So yeah, we'll see. I will let you know, and I'm gonna record a video and upload it next on the website in the course section, so you can all find a fix, for example, for data gaps, because sometimes you get some gaps, how you can fix this, because you can fix this on your side. How to fix lags, basically. All of these things are very useful in my opinion. Anyway, so yeah, just 2 levels to update. I mean, 3 levels: daily naked session path control and daily naked path control with another naked session path control, by the way, today. So let's find out. So the few resistance we're having up here, first of all, we have a fingerprint, if I'm correct here. No, yeah. Let me just do something here really quick, because single, oops. What? Profile. Let's text in blocks. There you go. So we can see the price now on the right, because otherwise it's pretty annoying. Yeah, so you can see here we have a single print, for example, just above this high here. So this is nice, because we have a nice resistance up here, honestly. If we have to really get acceptance, yeah, this is definitely a nice resistance. We have, so yeah, again, so yeah, very simple thing, honestly. We have two resistance. Okay, we have, so again, can we reject here with a lower high? Yes, and I'm really happy with that, honestly, because that's even better. But otherwise, the next target basically will be a rise into the single print bottom, basically. And so we basically have to look for a swing through pan only here, because we have a single print. So we cannot really get acceptance up here. We have to do a swing through pan here. That's the only thing we can do if we have to get a rejection from here. So yeah, that will be the first trade setup of the day. If I mean the first possible short trade setup of the day, there will be simply a rise here into this previous high. No, not a long. That's a short I wanted to place here. Just a rise here into the previous, well, the previous high basically here. And next you will look for, again, maybe not a new low directly, because maybe we can do, for example, a bigger triple wave again, and then later come back down. So take the highs once, twice, and then come back down, because next is the weekend. We're Friday, so be aware of that. So we can just continue the range bound, for example, and next on Monday, for example, swipe the highs on Sunday night, for example. So yeah, anyways, for the day, this is the first target. That will be just a swing through pan into the anchor rate view up here. If we don't get anything bearish of this high, it's very simple. It means that we're going to get acceptance into the second print, and so we can go to the top of it. Can we reject it like this and end up in a massive fail auction? Yes, it's possible. Again, very complex short, honestly, so I'm gonna remain in the short from high. I'm not gonna trade, I think. In any case, today I won't be able to trade much. So yeah, next target will be definitely this. All of this is the next target. Okay, so it's a pretty big one, but this is the next one. That is the first one here, next target is above there. So we can look first for a move into the value area high. Okay, so value area high here. Boom, latest downtrend value area high with the top here and a single print just above, so that is basically so small, so this is just a single resistance basically. Anyway, this is the first part of the target. If we get acceptance above, we look for the naked session path control 61886%. Here, to be fair, I will start looking and waiting for maybe a market structure change locally. For example, if you make this, boom, I will wait for such a market structure change and maybe the flip into resistance to really enter the short, because, well, we're a little bit above everything here, above this value area high, so it's a little bit tricky to trade out above, to be honest with you. I mean, complex to trade out above. So yeah, that will be the way to approach these targets basically. I'm just gonna move this and hide that for now. Yeah, and so otherwise, for a long trade, am I looking for a long here? Again, no, for a very simple reason. I'm waiting for the gap to be filled, because based on what's happened before, again, it's not because it happened before that now we have to do it, but based on what happened before, we have more chance to still go and fill the gap. Okay, so I'm gonna remain patient for a gap fill, and so we can just for a swing third pan of the current low, but again, there's no confidence here, so the best overall will be to come down inside this a big support and get the bounce from here. Okay, and again, if we do not hold this, remember the count, the top is possibly in. This is not the highest probability at all. The most probable is still and remains still higher, for a very simple reason. Everything, I mean, we still have a big bullish market structure at the moment, so we need to break all of this before to say, okay, we start getting some weakness now. They probably probably increase basically for the top to be, I mean, the all-time high to be in, and so a massive crash next. Yeah, so this is the next possible long trade I'm looking at basically. Again, very easy target to spot, so we are maybe going to do something pretty complex here to take the long trade. Okay, this is a very easy target to spot. This one will have big levels, a lot of confluence. When this is happening these days, because Bitcoin is not that easy to trade these days, when we're approaching such level, such a target, basically we are most of the time going to do something complex, not just touch and bounce. Maybe swing third pan of the swing third pan, or just go really below and boom, come back up. For example, we have two lows here below, so we can go swipe everything, make everyone bearish. Oh my god, the support is lost. Boom, 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 reclaim, and there you go. Entry trap, a lot of shorts down there. Just something to bear in mind, okay? And yeah, if this is lost, honestly, this is the next target is going to be worried in 10,000 and worried 11,000, by the way. So yeah, that is the plan for Bitcoin in terms of shorts and longs. And so with the waves here, very, very, very simple. Well, just and first of all, by the way, we have planned also a FIP time here. Just hide that for now. We have planned a FIP time. The first FIP time was basically on the 16th of August. Remember, on a higher time frame like this, a FIP time can be as always 2 days before or 2 days after. 16, 2 days before, 14. When was the all-time high? 14 at night. You can see exactly 14, 2 AM. Boom, we put the high. So yeah, that's pretty nice, not gonna lie. Again, is it confirmed yet? No, but it's still a possibility, right? So personally, I was putting like the time these 5 ways up here. Okay, so wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do like these 5 ways up here, so that's why if we do have the 5 ways up, well, that brings us more with, you know, this configuration here. ABC zigzag is completed. You know, we've got the 5 ways up, very small retracement, and we've got the other 5 ways up. So ABC zigzag is completed, and so now we're going to see just the big reversal. Basically, this is possible. So that's why I will really be aware of a short trade from any of the resistance, basically, if you have the chance to take one. Because yeah, I mean, if descending is done here, this is completing basically a major wave 5 here. So next, in any case, we're going to pull back for a bit. I'm not saying we're going to crash like this, but it's not impossible, right? Again, we need some confirmations for this. We need that first of all locally to take the low, to hold next to lower high from the resistance. Next we need to see that we get a continuation, good breakout here to the downside, and even from here overall everything is still bullish on the higher time frame. So overall to really say okay, now this is not looking so good anymore, we'll have to go down back to 75,000. From here again hold a lower high, and from here get the nice strength by breaking the lows and get the nice continuation. This will really change the market structure. Otherwise before it happened, it's really bet on some possible wave counts that are really there on the chart, some really possible move. So that's why I took a short personally from the all-time high, because these are some possible counts. You know, it's like here, you know, I close it now the long, but I've got a long from the perfect week of the perfect week that I closed it around 60-70,000 here, because Bybit it was on Bybit, and Bybit is not working anymore in France, so I had to close it because of this reason, but otherwise it will still be in. But yeah, I had a long, for example, from the week here. At the time the most probable was not to get this massive reversal based on the wave counts here. It was a possibility, but it was not the most probable, but it was still possible, so I kept the long open, and I have been able to run that and hold this for a lot of time. Here it's, well, the context is a little bit different. Here there are some more probable wave where the top is in, but yeah, overall we need some more confirmations basically on the higher time frame. That's what I mean. So anyways, yeah, so either the ABC zigzag is done, okay, either these are 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, or 5 ending by the way in here. So the ABC zigzag we have planned is completed. Perfect MC extension, by the way. Again, this is absolutely crazy, that one. What is this MC extension? It's very simply the wave 5 MC extension pulled on the log scale here. If you pull the extension tool from the wave 1 root to the wave 1 top to the wave 4 bottom, a normal wave user, for example, is going to use only the 618. Here we use the 71 and the 78.6. Okay, these two fibs are the MC extension, and again, well, I mean, yeah, from the MC extension we've got a very nice pullback on Bitcoin, not gonna lie. Even if we go for a new all-time high next, in any case we have been able to write an 6% move down. That's pretty nice on Bitcoin, not gonna lie. So yeah, pretty strong fibs, as you can see. So if you want to add this on your chart and to use this, feel free to use that. This is a very powerful, as you can see. Normally you won't find this anywhere else. So yeah, either the ABC zigzag is completed, ABC. Again, there are some other wave counts where, for example, this ABC zigzag, okay, can be for the smaller wave of a bigger leading, so to speak. We'll have in that case a wave 1 here. We are going to do a wave 2. We are going to do a wave 3. We're going to do a wave 4. We're going to do a wave 5. This can either complete the other configuration wave 5. Okay, so not this ending, but this impulse wave 5 here, basically. So we'll go with a little bit more like this. Okay, so with this configuration, we'll get this wave 5. It's possible too. Okay, we'll have this wave 1, 2, 3, 4. Inside a wave 5, if we're in this configuration, we cannot end up here in an ABC zigzag. So we're going to do this ending, for example. That's also a valid configuration. It's just for me in terms of probability is not the most probable, but is it impossible? Absolutely not. Yeah, so ABC zigzag is completed more likely. So wave 5 is in, or what we'll have planned again, longer B wave, and we look for a C. Overall, it will be cool, because the problem is if the wave 5 top is in, well, it means that for the altcoins, it's not looking good too, because Bitcoin crashing, yeah, the coin's going up. I'm not really sure about that. Here, you know, triple wave, bigger triple wave into the B basically, so that will be a double EXY, by the way, double EXY. And from here, we get the B, so it will be nice to make a bigger correction into the B. And next, we look for the C, basically. So A, B, and then the C. And if we continue up here, again, we can look for a swing for and fail auctions, otherwise 130,000 is the most probable next. Okay, so these are the two configurations. Either the wave 5 top is in, again, as we have planned in the last update, basically. Either the wave 5 top is in, either a longer correction in the B, and so we look for another increase in price next. But yeah, I will definitely be in a short on Bitcoin right now. Again, I will not short down here. I'll short from the resistance. But yeah, that is it for Bitcoin. We'll have the next long and short trades. We'll have the wave. So yeah, we're good. And I'm already live for 30 minutes almost. Do I have any questions today? Good morning to you all. Can you please check Ethereum and FLOKI? Yes, sure. What time is it? Yeah, it's fine. So ETH, I have been doing another count and another chart, as you can see, with some much better things. But anyway, so well, ETH right now is very likely into this big white wave 4. Premise again, remember, this big white wave 4 can be also not a white wave 4 because it can be also an ABC zigzag here. And so if we have to be in an ABC zigzag here, there is no wave 4 and 5 next. There's just a massive crash. Again, possibly like Bitcoin. So again, I will not look for this ABC zigzag first. That's why I'm a little bit like, is the top on Bitcoin? I don't know, because if we have to be these 5 ways on Ethereum, the top is not in on Bitcoin. Basically, we're going to push higher still. So yeah, I will try to find. I won't be doing this weekend because I'm traveling this weekend. But I will try to find another account here where we're not crashing on Bitcoin. Honestly, it will be nice we are in this configuration here and we do the kind of big ending here, because we'll still get some upside, but a very slow and boring upside here. So it gives basically some, maybe some strength on the other assets for a rise. That will be really the best, but yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so ETH, this is, well, rejection from the 1618, sorry, of the smaller wave 5. So normally it was planned on this in the last update. Yeah, there you go. It was planned on this chart here. So 1618 of the wave 5 plus 200% of the big wave 3 or big C wave top basically. So yeah, now the smaller wave are completed. Again, can we go for an extension once more and just push it up from here and just keep pumping and pumping with the bigger 5 waves into this smaller wave 5? Yes, it's possible. You know, this is what we're doing when we're super bullish. So yeah, this is something possible. Now, am I going to look for a long here? Well, no, because for me on Bitcoin is not the most probable to bounce like this when the gap is not filled, so I'm not gonna trade that. So if we have to pull back a lot bigger from here, we can simply plan the wave 4 target basically. So what is the wave 4 target? To determine this, we have simply to look for what was the wave 2 first. Normally this one was small. Oh, come on, I'm so stupid. This is crazy. Let's do it like this. Normally this one was small. Yeah, you can see we do not bounce from the 56, 186%. So that's a small retracement. So what means small retracement? It means basically, again, if you pull it like this is maybe a little bit better, but not even sure like this. It's a 50%. Let me do something first, because this is really annoying. There you go. Okay, this is 50% like this. So anyways, normally here we have more chance to go down to the 38.2, 50%. Boom. So honestly, I hope we don't, but normally we'll have more chance to go down there. Yeah, that's a little bit the problem right now. Yeah, this is definitely the target to be aware of. Okay, good. So yeah, that is here the zone of price. If we pull back from here, where we can look for a compound, add back in the longs, or take a new long basically. There you go. we're going to confirm that now with the levels. So let's get rid of that. Just adding the fan on me because it's really hot right now. All right, so well, we definitely have a little bit of support down there. Okay, that's the first support where we can bounce from. You can see for now we are holding the value high, so that's good. But if we get acceptance back below, flip into resistance, this is the next target where we can look for a long. Am I going too long here? Again, it depends of Bitcoin. Again, this right here can be another wave one too. If we have to be really super bullish, it will mean that the Bitcoin top is 9 if we do this. But that will be another wave 1 2 here. Okay, this will be, so normally this is a wave 1 2 3 4 5, and so inside this wave 5, instead of getting just the wave 5 here, you will get a bigger, so 1 2 3 basically. Let me just draw this 1 2 3 4, and a massive wave 5 here with an extension inside, with a big wave 1 2 3 4 5 inside. This will be a really max bullish scenario. Again, I would absolutely love to see this. That's a valid trade setup, honestly. Okay, this is that's a valid trade setup. So yeah, just something to be aware of. Now, if this is lost, there is no real trade here to be aware of before. Yeah, this is just gonna keep that in a folder just in case, and also to not forget this, because brush, there you go. And the daily level, well, that's fine. Yeah, the next target honestly is going to be down there. This is yeah, it's gonna be down there basically. That's the next zone of support, and that will be for the big high time frame wave 4. Normally, if I'm correct, what's the price here? 3,500. Yeah, again, this is the 3,500 here. 3,700. Well, yeah, we do have a confidence here that is this value high, but there is nothing in addition in confidence with. So maybe, again, maybe if we drop from here, really take the time to drop, we are going to get this anchored view up that is going to line up with this value high. But as for now, this is not the case. So right now, to bounce from this value high, this is very unlikely. Honestly, there is no real big confidence there. So the most probably is to go down there. Okay, so yeah, 2 trades, first and second here. Boom. So let's add trade 2. Oops. There you go. And trade 1. Trade 1 for a possible bigger impulsive, and trade 2. Yeah. That is it. And if we bounce directly from here, well, we bounce it from the, it's again in case we go below, but right now you can see we're holding the value high. So yeah, again, it depends of Bitcoin next, but yeah. And if you want to scalp this on a lower time frame because you think we're getting lower, you can pull, well, we have a new daily by the way, the highs here. I completely forgot to add this before. Forgot. Didn't plan really to do that, but anyways. Boom. Let's do this. Is it the new low? Yeah. Okay, good. yeah, so I'm not really interested in the daily. It's not really the best. The only short will be based off this, and we just need to wait to see what Bitcoin is doing at the same time when this is hit on ETH, basically. That's it. And when this is hit, if there is a bearish reaction on Bitcoin, we also reject the resistance. That's a short on ETH. If there is Bitcoin is just pushing up, we're going to go up and we're going to go for any high on this. Honestly, it will be better, but yeah, it depends on Bitcoin now, basically. So ETH and FLOKI, and after that, yeah, we'll really have to go after this. It's already 8 AM. Yeah, FLOKI. FLOKI. Bonk is finally, by the way, coming into our target. It really took a while. But a bounce from before, and now we're really coming for it. That's pretty cool. Again, can we do a front run bounce? Yes. But yeah, that will be good to go and touch our level. FLOKI, it's not there. There you go. Haha, missed that one. Why is not it this slower time frame the will XYZ? Because, yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe I did a few things since then. So here, this is not correct, by the way. This way I did this, okay. 1, 2, yeah, but no, because look, this right here is a triple wave to the upside, so how can you finish a 5 ways up here? This is not a 5 ways up completed, that's just a longer wave for here. Pretty crazy big one, by the way, because yeah, that's okay, I understand now why I didn't took that line at the time, because of this. But I am going to take that, so not this. Let's do that again. 3, 4, and the 5th here. Yeah, really complex way for you, not gonna lie. And so if we have some 5 ways up, like all the other assets, A, B, and yeah, let's see here. Or a wave 1, so again we can do a leading here, 4, and then the 5th here. There you go. Otherwise, well, again, there are different configurations for this. It can be a leading here, okay, so wedge here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to make next a bigger A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the upside. Otherwise, we can be, you know, if you really have to be super bullish in a wave 1, 2, another wave 1, 2, and next boom 3, 4, 5, and you really do the move to the upside here. And these 5 waves are going to complete this bigger wave 3, and next to the wave 4, and next to the wave 5. It depends of ETH basically, and it depends of Bitcoin. So yeah. But yeah, that is the plan here. Now what we can do is simply use the levels here. Nice. We even got a, well, we have a front run here of the next target, but that's nice. Let's get rid of all of this now. This we don't care anymore. And yeah, after this one, I will have to go off because yeah, I really have to go next. Yeah. Monthly. Weekly. No. Okay, weekly, we've got a weekly here, we have a weekly down there, and there we go. Okay, just by pulling this fixed range from the all-time high to the bottom here, so to speak, the wall, the latest downtrend, value low, rejection, point of control, rejection. That's pretty nice, isn't it? And this is a very simple pull on the ticks, not value area volume 68. Yeah, and even 70, there is no difference. Yeah, very nice. So again, what we can do here is exactly the same. Pull it from the top to the bottom here, just right there, and this is not the best place ever we are right now. Let me see, maybe we'll have an encourage view up conference there, that's the reason why. Yep. And you have this encourage view up close by to the value highlights we're most of the time holding. As you can see now, basically we're just range bound between these two, basically. So overall, best way to swipe the lows, reclaim this anchored view up through into support band, so you enter either directly on the reclaim or the to support. Either get a reclaim of the range, and again we'll see with this fixed range what we can. No. No, that's not the best. That's not the best here. That's really not the best here. Now we don't have 5 was up before. Yeah, so let's plan some lower targets, right? Right, so we have a support down there, but there is no real crazy big confluence here. So this is the next support, but I will not be too aggressive inside here. And yeah, otherwise the next target will be all the way down to here. And honestly, if we come that down, we more likely have done the ABC zigzag, right? Again, it's not time to be bearish at the lows. Definitely not as always, but yeah, this is more likely the ABC zigzags correction to go more down in the end. Yeah, there's the next support. Otherwise, the long trade setup here will be swipe the lows, get Bitcoin bullish, and nice for a reversal for when at the same time FLOKI is doing this. So yeah, that will be the trade setup here. And for a short trade, by the way, because you do have a short trade up here, can't believe I forgot that, by the way, but you do have a short trade up here. You can see if you pull this fixed range, have this very nice short trade from this value area high zone. Boom. So yeah, this is the next short, this is the next long, and if this is reclaimed, okay, if we manage to get acceptance above this, it's very likely we're going to go towards a new high. So yeah, that is the plan. Well, let's do it like this. Yeah, that is a plan for FLOKI wave, and well, again, there are a few configurations for the wave here, so it depends of it basically now. Are you a day trader? Yes, mate, I am. So yeah, we're done for today. So hope you enjoyed. A bit of a long update, but well, there wasn't anything on Bitcoin with what we have done. So yeah, be aware of the news again. Don't forget this. News at 2:30 and 4 p.m. UTC plus 2, and if you want to get this ATAS workspace to work fully, these, because normally if you got the tariff change, you can enjoy some discounts by adding these two. You can sign up with my link, and then you can enjoy, add these codes to enjoy the discounts basically if you want to do whatever you want. And if you want to download my new workspace with a bit of a better display basically of the order flow. You can go on the website, basically go into the course page. Again, create an account for absolutely free. Everything is free here to download. You can go into the course page, scroll all the way down, download section, and you can click this ATAS workspace. It will download you a zip file. Just unzip it, and this will give you the file you will have to import in ATAS. As simple as that. So yeah, take care of you all. Have a brilliant weekend ahead, and see you all in the next one on a Monday. Cheers.